Yes, now, yeah. Alright, good call. Fix that well. Anyway, today's some optimization day. I'm getting sick and tired of how long my game takes to start, which is 4 seconds on my machine. And also some other stuff. I'm trying to compress these two fields together. So I know that works. Fine, let's try put it outside the struct. Outside the whole thing. And how about now? If you have to ask me if you can tell me something, then the answer is probably no. What the hell? I don't know what this does. Pack Pragma. Let's go study. Hack and alignment structure union class members. Oh. Identifier. Oh, hold up. Looks like somebody needs to be put on a timeout. So just back in alignment, fine. And I mean, if in that case, I can do this. I mean, I don't need to do. Okay, what if I do like this? George. Oh, I got rid of something. Fine, so go around. 18 bytes, alignment of 2. I'd certainly do it. Yeah, that's probably not the way to do it. What's up, place? You're welcome to lurk here before we both hop off to lurk some other channel. I wonder if I can somehow align them. I mean, maybe it's not really a problem. Maybe the real reason I'm seeing some performance loss because I'm doing some other stuff. I guess it's fine. Fine, whatever. Anyway, here's what I actually care about. I'll think about that later. Although I'm also mildly curious, because 1.1, 1.2, will it help at all if I... Because pushing full parameters is kind of heavy for frequent function. What if I compress this down to a struct? Also, go in here. I mean, first of all, I shouldn't be doing this per entity. Actually, I guess this says per entity. What if I compress this a bit? Yeah, let's do that. What would I call it? Caller. Although that one only cares about that. Wait, what? Oh, that line isn't correct. Wait. Well, I gotta wonder, why do I specify system base? If this is already here. Oh, that's why. Can up magic number every time might be those causing me extra concern. Alright, this is gonna be a lot of compilation errors, but gotta start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. That wasn't actually that bad. So this thing. Swing. Yeah, okay. Oh, the templated magic generation. This is so similar. So similar. Can I just literally copy this? Callback. There's some more params here. What is params? Params. Oh, okay. I can at least here just reuse that. What is this? Cache. Entity info, yes. Let rip. Okay. Okay. I should have written performance stuff. Actually, I do have a benchmark. Okay, I'm gonna run benchmark before and after. So let's see, it goes up to 15K. Okay. I should have stashed it actually. Do don't need that much. Just need this compiled. Wait, it's actually faster. Well, maybe not. It seems to be in the same ballpark. You know what? Probably the most reliable is this. So lesson number 15 and a half. 15 and a half. Yeah, 15 and a half is probably is what it is. No, it's actually slower. I guess so. Let's see. 35. 35. 35 seems reliable enough. And now without the change. What's up, Philip? To make a game with your own game engines or just C++? Not sure what you mean by the question, actually. But generally, I don't care about making a game engine. I'm just making my game. And I'm doing the bare minimum needed to get that done. That's it. It seems like I can hit up to 36k on this iteration. Selfish heroes, yes. Informally, I call my own tech selfish engine, but it's never going to be used anywhere else. I'm not going to be selling the engine. I'm not going to give the engine to anybody else. But the game Selfish Hero is still in progress. It's still in progress. So far, I have almost 600 hours of in my own playtest. You can't beat that. You cannot beat that. No way. Oh, the playtest is open public, so you could actually get some hours, but good luck comparing to me. 600 hours unbeatable. Unbeatable. So this perf, it seems like I can occasionally spike into 3600s, but it's such a wide variety. I don't even know what the average is. Like, is this change even worth it? I like it conceptually for coding. But yeah. Actually, since you're asking, this is a good time to capture the measurement. See how many lines of code I have. Rookie numbers indeed. Here's some rookie numbers. 123,000 lines of C++ code. Ain't much else. A little bit of CMake. Oh, I don't want this. XML, what is it? That's probably a netviz file. Can ignore that. But yeah, just pure hardcore C++ and some build files. Anyway, what is it doing? Abrupt change. Don't care about that. So is this chain of wrote in the last 30 minutes? Is it actually faster or not? It seems to be. I don't think it's any faster. Is it better? I think I'll keep it because it doesn't seem to make any difference. Just as well. So I'll keep it. It's probably cleaner that way. Anyway. So now with this, it's time to go to Vulkan mode. Specifically, here's my personal gripe. I want my game to start faster. Here's a performance capture of the startup time. 4.5 seconds is kind of annoying. Given how often I'll launch the game, any second I can shave off from that will be a big deal. Boom, 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 boom. Connect. Stop. Here's another run. Got yourself 4 seconds. I'm creating this game to sell it, to make money my way. But really, I just enjoy making a Diablo-like with Barbie-like feel to it. Boom, 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 boom. See what I want. Let's go Firestorm. Boom. No charging stations nearby. Hopefully that hits him. Wait until he burns down. Oh, fire actually, well, eventually stopped. Hey, where did that bounce? I saw it bounce somewhere. Oh. It's not behind the wall. Interesting. Whatever. Oh, there's a bunch of crap in my way. Ba-dum-bum. The mouse control. Right in the thick of it. Yeah, that's good. What do I get? Any good? Kinda. But this 4th second is slightly concerning. If I just take this, I probably have to wait for objects to be fully loaded before starting the game. I think I couldn't wait on textures and fonts to be generated. I don't need to wait on that. Which means if I start the game like from here, this will be 2 seconds startup time. Or if I somehow figure out something of objects, could do it earlier. Wait, the hell is this? Oh. Bro, can you line it back to 0? 0 is there, right? It's kind of weird the way it does it. Do I have to just reset? Oh. Yeah, I'm guessing this is 0, so 0 should be here. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Something about 2 seconds. Right now it's taking me almost 5 seconds. I could trim it down to 2-ish. If I don't wait on textures to be loaded. But before that, let's see if I can just optimize this just a bit. Just a bit. Because this took almost 4 seconds to load on startup. What if I just push that into... Okay, attachments happens early. Oh, what's happened so? This to before. I think I can. So at this point, well, the upload command buffer will be live. It will be live. Pinful. You're late, Mr. Pinful. Must have been dreaming about them fatty steaks. Fatty steaks, indeed. Alright, how about this? Boom, boom, boom. It seems like I can just put this on the upload command buffer. Let's see if it still runs. Alright, it's time to whip up a Vulkan validation layer app. Command buffer must be in recording state. Oh, biscuit. Yeah, I'll start it here. Can I start earlier? Like here? Just got home. Welcome in. Welcome in. 45 minutes already? Jesus Christ. Does not specify in release operation. Or if it does. Yeah, I don't even know if I really need that part. Not sure I understand it. Why did I need this anyway? I'm just gonna ignore this for now. I think Vulkan was complaining about something about the image format, but I can probably ignore it for now. Can probably just ignore it. Alright, here's more interesting stuff. Yeah. Morph targets. Lots of carbs, salt, and sugar. Ain't that something? Let's see, create buffer of data. Load command buffer. We're going here. Probably going there. And buffer. Started coding into game dev, found out how hard it was, yeah. No, promoting your game is very easy. That part is easy. The hard part is making a good game. Because marketing is a breeze when your game is good. But yeah, game dev is just very, very challenging. Everything else is easy by comparison, especially web dev. We're just no comparison. None. What is this? Oh, so the GPU buffer doesn't have this concept. Yeah, yes I do. Yes I do. Now I'm confused. What's creating this here? Yeah, GPU mesh had this. Right. Upload without barriers. This is what I used. Wait, how did you do this? Yeah. Oh, because I do staging here. Create buffer with data. I mean, if that's all it is. If this is all it is. Staging buffer size. Try that. How do I start my joining game dev? Just start writing game code in whatever language I knew, whatever tool I knew, whatever level I knew. That's how you start. Dude, you can make games in web dev. Like, it's not particularly challenge. Like, let me see. Like this game. This game is made millions, and it's written in JavaScript. It uses some JavaScript game engine. I forget which one, but it's some common JavaScript game engine. So you can do whatever your skill is. That's what you can do. And then the more you do it, the better you get. We humans are born of zero knowledge. And everything after that comes with that. Prepare buffers for skin compute. Really? When does this happen? Compute skin mesh. Kind of need to know. Does it come with a command buffer? Which command buffer do you come with? Compute command buffer, yeah. By that. For game is better to go low-level programming language. I mean, it depends what you mean by better. If your game doesn't need that, doesn't have a requirement to be super highly performant, then don't. There's plenty of games been written without any of that, and there's plenty fast, like games like Ballatra, of which I have played plenty of hours. I mean, 7 hours actually a lot. It's only on this PC. I've played it a bunch on mobile too. This game is written as low, I think. It's definitely not low level, so. If you can make me another Ballatra game, I would love that. Because I've played this game pretty hard. I would love to have another variation that's good. And if you can make it in JavaScript, that's fine. So go forth and create. All right, let's see. Let's see if this gets me anywhere. At least can it... Does it run? It suspiciously runs still. Suspiciously... Let's try it again. It was very simple language, yeah. Dude, I started in a language that was even simpler than Lua. I started in basic language. Dude, that was so good. Such a good language to start as a kid. There's like little 4 or 5 things you needed to know about the language, and you can just start making stuff. It was so easy. I mean, okay. Did that result in any significant... You know what I do need? Begin command. Yes. Yes. Actually, I'll do it here. Or Pascal, yeah. Well, it just sounds like you from Europe or something. Because people who grew up in the third world or Europe, they usually start with a basic, and then Pascal, then C, and then C++. Well, if you're somebody close to over 40, that was your path. Which I think was a great path. Because the people today nowadays trying to jump like into C++ right away, they're just crazy. They're just wild. Let's go measure. Show me. I don't know what happened there, but it took a little longer. Alright, skip this. Go to textures. Texture's gonna have a scrap, right? Oh, to be fair, it's not much. Whatever it's doing, I think it's mainly waiting for actually reading the texture files anyway. Right, yeah. It's pretty rare when it's heavy. Well, there you go. One way or the other. Like, thinking back, C was pretty complicated. Pascal and Basic was way easier. I'm in my 40s. I've been coding all my life since I was a little kid. Forever. For all time. Interestingly, here the almost time is spent in creating mesh for ray tracing. Create for vertices on this. Right, an index buffer, same thing. I mean, nice thing about C++, it gives you as much power as you want to use. So it's up to you. It's completely fine to use it as like C with namespaces. That's that. And it'll be fine. Your call. Totally your call. Unlike some other nasty ass languages that decide a bunch of random things like, oh, like Ziggs thinks developers are too dumb to use pointers that can be null. So they just forbid it. Unless you like add 1,000 characters per file everywhere. To ask permission, please make this a nullable pointer. How does that actually work? Hold on. Because the images are not done until way later at the end. Oh, they should really be happening before this stuff. I mean, yeah, that's... I mean, I don't know about Zig. I just know syntax. I think syntax of Zig is easy enough. But Rust takes it to the extreme. They're just... Like almost all new languages today, their solution to problem is to limit you. Their principle is that the problem is you. So whatever they can do to limit you and what you do in their language, that's going to be the victory. Minecraft Modern Java is another perfect example. Minecraft written in Java, and then that made many billions. So who cares about C++? Me personally, I just know C++ but the best. If I knew some other language better than C++, I might have used that instead. But my goal was always to be the expert in C++, so I just chose that in my career path. So easy path. Yeah. Like maybe for my next game project, I might consider Jai language if it comes out by that point. We'll see. Outside of that, I don't care. I think. Wait, why do I do this here? I need to do it here actually. Kind of weird. Wait, why am I measuring performance? It's too early. Way too early. Oh. Oh, yeah. No, I will definitely not touch Auden at all. Not at all. First of all, to me, Auden seems like a complete ripoff of Jai, but a poor ripoff. I mean, it's like, dude, at that point, why would I go with that? I'll just use Jai. Because I don't care about syntax. It's a minor thing. I care about the control and the tooling that comes with that. Everybody in the mother can make some new ass random ass language using the LVM because that's super easy. I can probably whip up like a small tiny language like today, like in a few hours, by using LVM, and then like another year to have something decent. But it's like, dude, like that stuff is easy. So I don't care about language. I care about the tooling, debugging, linking, better linking that happens afterwards. No better optimizers. Like, what's the point of writing another language and then at the end of the day they all call into the same LVM optimizer anyway? At least have the balls to write your own optimizer if you're going to do your own language. Otherwise, I'll just use C++ continuously. I don't care. And if not, I think I'd rather make my own language at that point if I'm going to use something weird. Argentina. The country that brought us tango. Which I enjoy quite a bit. It's my social hobby. Argentinian tango. Right, that seems Gucci. So let's see what the actual speed is. Turn this off, restart. Indeed. Right, that barely introduced anything. Okay. All right. Who else is using this inefficient Vulkan submission? Transition image layouts. Oh yeah, that's right. Meat boy. Yeah. Hey, Argentina is another country that doesn't hate red meat. That's always a plus in my book. Because holy crap, in the West, everybody is scared, completely scared of red meat. That thing just gives you cancer like in a day. It makes you die from heart attack in 2 days. All right. So, right. Create from texture file. Oh, I mean, either way, it doesn't matter too much. Bum, bum. Almost carnivore, that's right. I've been a full carnivore for 2 years now. I occasionally might taste some random stuff, but pretty rare. 99% of my diet is just pure ground beef. Occasional fish, once in a long time, some eggs. Right, so loading textures. Create from a texture file. Right, pull it from memory. And here we go. Bum 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 bum. Yeah. I think also Brazil has a ton of cattle as well. Which is why Brazilian barbecue is so good, man. Oh my god. Best. The best. So. Transition image. That's gonna be a bunch of work to save it a second there, huh? Copy buffer to image. Right. Yeah. The only problem with Brazilian barbecue, they don't bring me enough picanha enough. They always try to like seduce me with some of this pathetic, inferior meat. Over like garlic steak, it's disgusting. What else is there? Hearts is okay, I don't mind that, chicken hearts. Some bacon wrap stuff is pretty nasty. And everything else, but picanha is pretty good. I could order just like a pound of picanha if I could find it. Actually, I'm worth looking into. Maybe once in a while I can treat myself to like a pound of picanha. Ooh-wee. Dude, I already ate 2 pounds of ground beef today and like half a pound of fish. And I'm hungry thinking about meat, dude. How much freaking meat do I need? Do I want to do this Vulkan today or not? I guess I'll poke it a little bit. Transfer image light blocking, right. Non-blocking. Let's pass command buffer into it. Boom, 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 boom. Need this. Command buffer. That's all good. Right. Actually, I only had one of those. Load command buffer, go. Copy buffer to your image. Dude, I had so much of this crap in here. But this is literally only done once, so never mind. How many monitors do you use for programming? I've had 3 before. Well, once had 3 monitors. Big ass 32-inch curved monitors. And my neck was hurting. Like, I could only really see like 2.5 of those monitors, so now I'm just using 2. I technically have a third small monitor, but that's for like streaming stuff. My primary thing is just 2 4K 32-inch monitors. Living life. I don't need this. Like round coating is nice, yeah. This is some regular sparkling water. It's perfect. Perfect drink for carnivore. Alright, I'm sure Vulkan's gonna complain something here. Probably missing some synchronization somewhere, but that's fine. Now, more interesting, general map maps. Oh, this wasn't done using a shader. This is done using bleeding images. Don't I need a WXGA monitor? What is that? Is it like a double extra wide GA monitor? Not really sure what that means. What is? Yeah, ultrasonic graphics. I don't understand the point of this. Dude, F4K, what is this crap? Is this actually limiting to 1K, really? Really? Just a bit more vertical? I guess. Dude, it's whatever. At 4K, I don't have a problem. If you really need more vertical, you can just get rid of stuff in here. That would do it. Maybe even move the bar to the right. That might be useful. Well, it might be annoying. Forgot how to move it. Maybe. Painful. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, 2's pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, it's definitely, you definitely need 2 for streaming anyway, so you can have all that other random stuff on the other screen. Anyway, let's see. Where's command buffer? Yeah, this thing. You're gone. You are gone. Let's see. Core upload. Yeah, should be good. I'm sure I'm gonna need some. Yeah, fixing. I have to place some barriers in there. Oh, that's good, fine for now. 999. Better than 666. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I think I got all the thousands in 1 year of live streaming this. Because I started streaming live streaming basically like a year ago. Let's see how many live streams I got. Live. Look at all those live streams. It doesn't show pages in here. Oh yeah, the game used to look quite different. Quite different. Oh, I still kind of like the colors, to be honest. Kind of nice. Indeed, yeah. Started 1 year ago. Honestly, I kind of do like simple colors though. I have to think about that. I have to think about it. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. Robots are definitely getting pummeled. Nowadays, they can even lose limbs. I don't think I showed that in the video. Maybe I have. Anyway, time to see some Vulkan validation errors complaining at me. Because I'm sure it's missing. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to low-level graphical coding. Alright. Look at my buffers located for this. Oh, I'm pushing into the wrong queue. Wait, what? Queue family 2, which means ability of compute. Oh. Oh, you biscuit. Oh, you biscuit. Oh, you biscuit. I forgot. I thought I needed graphics compute for this queue, but I don't. Yeah, okay, makes sense. So I actually need graphics and transfer, which means I might as well stick to this queue. Might as well. Vibe. Boom, 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 boom. Indeed, indeed. The thing about YouTube subs, there's only one number that matters for subs, and that is, what was it? Two numbers actually, 500 subs and 1,000 subs. Because 500 subs unlocks you like memberships and some minor monetization from like store and like something. And then with 1,000 subs, that's when you can start getting paid for viewership on the hours viewed. But for me, it's not as a particular matter. Like for me, it might make like a couple of cents a month, as I'm mainly focused on just writing the game. Okay, so that's a gotcha. Because right now I'm using this key for computer transfer. Wait, if this separation is graphical, then this doesn't help at all. Can I create another queue? Is that what this means? No, it's fine. Yes, command pool. Go. What's up, Emmanuel? Welcome back. Alright, what are you complaining about now? Mr. Vulkan. Well, buffer is invalid because buffer was destroyed. Excuse me? Position image layout. Huh? This transition image layout. Alright, I'm gonna have to do this slower. Let's do this slower. Alright, so this is loading in texture file. So loading an image. Create the buffer. Shoving over to the staging buffer. Fine. Created all this. What does it think? Barrier. Indeed. Everybody wins a free access to this team playtest, I suppose. I'll put it here, playtest. Pin that thing. There you go. 1,000 subs has been unlocked. So much for that. Okay, so here... Oh, this one is fine. So when does it freak out? Thanks, man. A year streaming to get to 1,000. There's technically also a requirement of having 4,000 hours watched. Technically. But I've unlocked that pretty well. But except it doesn't even show me that anymore. I used to have this bar in the YouTube settings to show me how many hours I got. But I got 4,000 hours watched a couple months ago. So it's something to earn the cents every month. Anyway, here's one important stuff. How the hell is the buffer being destroyed? Because it was destroyed. Well, it must have been a recording state. It is a recording state, or is it not? It is a recording state here. Mem buffers. Passing it here. I can't even get to generate bitmaps yet. I'm confused. It was destroyed. Is it looking at the different one than what I had in mind? Layout. Raw dog in ChatGPT. I actually have ChatGPT in a quick command. Alt space, but I usually ask it some random other questions. I basically use like a quick Google search. Like I forgot to use bit fields in C++ today, so a string querying that to remind me a little bit. That's about it. I definitely don't use it for code gen directly because AI is pretty bad at that. Especially when it comes to very machine precision requirement of writing Vulkan code. Barrier. So saying image is somehow dead. I don't understand. Why would it be gone and dead? Melo pipeline bearing was called on a command buffer, which is invalid because the bound buffer was destroyed. The bound buffer was destroyed. Let me think. Bound buffer was destroyed. Is it being reused somehow? Textures. No, I have a separate one for each one. Each one gets its own little buffer and whatnot. Actually, this is a good case. Is this happening on the second one? So the second one is fine. Let's see, I got hard for textures to load. Right. Starting on the first. Texture data. Right. So this one works fine. Lays just subbed. Oh no, the lurker has subbed. To bring it to 1001. Alright, well, don't need to keep track of that number anymore. So I'm confused. It's all good, man. All good. Because I'm sure if you watch my stream, YouTube very good is recommending the streams you watched in the past. So it doesn't particularly matter. Doesn't particularly matter. In some way, YouTube streaming has been better for me for potential job searches than anything else. So I don't quite understand. Right, the image is null right now. It can load in memory, fine. Then figure out map levels, sure. So that's the initial buffer creation. Give like. I don't think like matters, to be honest. I mean, it's fine, I suppose. Some people say that helps for the algorithm. Maybe. Maybe not. It's fine. It is fine. Honestly, I feel like I should be paying YouTube, not YouTube paying me, because I'm just doing this for like a very slow burn marketing for the future game. So I feel like I should be paying YouTube a few bucks a month, because they're just gonna do free advertisements for me. Keep continue recommending me to like random people around the globe. Whereas Twitch does none of that, which is why I don't stream on Twitch anymore. So why would it say that the image was gone and dead? Because this created an image. Right, so now I have an image. It doesn't do any uploading, just binding. So now I'm transitioning, fine. The good kind of transitioning. So why does it think that the image is being destroyed? Wait, $sign. That was the first one. Now I'm confused. Hold on a second. That might be a clue. That might be a clue. Because first one is a $sign, right? And then the second one is a different, it's a golden surface thing. So that one was fine here. Right. Right. Like here, image still hasn't been even created yet. Do I pass the name somewhere here? When do I pass the name? Name. Debug name. Yeah, debug name is this. Oh, when does it get used? Creates a stage, create a buffer, staging buffer for the image, right? Copies that, creates the image. When do I assign? I was hoping I would assign debug name here. Looks like I don't do it. Oh, I do it here. So by name. Send some bullcrap. Has nothing to do with my stuff. So bind it, fine. Sure. At this point it has a name bound to this thing. I don't trust you. It also says must be in recording state. I'm pretty sure it is in recording state. Is it non-recording state? 1389. Wait, what? Think. Oh, did I delete previous image somehow? I didn't think I did. Roll up. Load texture up to here. Image. Yeah, 8A. And yeah, 13A, 13F. 139. BK buffer. Which buffer is this? Fluidity, how do we keep up with everything that's going on? Well, when he just gets dropped from nowhere into this code, it'd be like, holy crap, it's 123,000 lines of C++ code. How keep up with anything? But when it's your code that you've built up one layer at a time, then you have all the context, all the previous memory, all the knowledge, so you know how to focus on a particular area and ignore everything else. It has been a while since I've did a little bit of Vulkan here, but let me see. Why does it say 1389? Which one? Hold on. What is that? What is that? Let me see. Textures. Give me textures. What is 1389 handle? Ah, sampler. Sampler is 1389. Yep. So there you go. That's all of today. Indeed. Well, writing a bunch of C++ code is actually the easy part. That's super easy. Making the game actually good and fun, specifically fun, that's the real challenge. Everything else is a piece of cake. So it's complaining about 1389, and this is sampler. Sampler. Why does it think about samplers? Do I do something that destroys it for some reason? I didn't think I did. But let's try it again. Run it up again. Is there anything that gets... I mean, I'll keep an eye on it. I don't think so. Take care, man. No worries. No worries. I usually start earlier, but yesterday I was up pretty late, so today is gonna be probably, maybe, hopefully short stream, but we'll see. We'll see indeed. Indeed. But yeah, no worries. I mean, this one is nothing, because nothing is created yet, so that's fine. Off you go. Sampler. That's the one, needs to get this name. Good. Good. Now we'll go into the second one. Nothing deleting it, dude. Wait. Destroy sampler. Wait. Destroy sampler. No, it's something that calls it. Let's do it again. Huh? Oh, this is attachments. Yeah, I don't care about that. Don't care about this either. I mean, maybe I'll do it here. So once... What does it say? Yeah. Until we finally get to here, and this is gonna freak. It also says command bar from must be in recording state. Maybe that's a real problem. But it is in recording state. It was started right here. Command buffer. Hello. This is actually wrong, by the way. I don't think I get here yet. But... load command pull, right. What was... Create command pulls, right. I'm sure this is not getting called yet, but just in case. Yeah. I think this message is lying to me. Give me 2 error messages. Wait, I think maybe it really means to say yes. No, it's wanting, maybe it's wanting that, actually, why is this simple or nothing? Actually, that's a good question. Why did it only create the image and not everything else? Hold on a second. It might be a Vulkan bug, but it's pointing something interesting. When I'm here, this creates image, device memory. Sample gets created later. Here. I don't know if it needs to. Maybe it doesn't need to be. I think it matters. Layout. An image doesn't care about sampler here. This makes no sense. No science. Bug name is fine. D and 3D. Oh, what do I have to guess what this error means if it's not an actual real error? Goes the bound buffer 1389, but this is the wrong image. Why is it complaining about this? Now, before this was finished right away, but here it's waiting. Am I deleting something now? I used to do the scratch buffer. Do I do anything to the stage memory? Maybe I do. Staging buffer memory param create buffer created. Staging buffer. Oh, is this buffer deleted? Oh. Okay, okay. I see what's going on. This was the real thing, wasn't it? Ah, I get it. Okay, okay, okay. So the buffer ID was right, but then it deleted it, created a new one, so it placed a new thing in there. Okay, okay. I get it, I get it. We'll need to delay this. And release it at a later time. Makes perfect sense. So it's the main one. Oh, this buffer must stay alive until the upload buffer completes. Whereas before, it would be executed right away. This might have issues of memory, but whatever. Staging buffer can be released once the upload of an image to the GPU happens. Okay, okay. Makes total sense. That's a good gotcha. That is an interesting gotcha. Off we go. Really? You're just gonna work? It's disappointing. I was hoping it's gonna be more issues to fix. But it just works and doesn't complain about nothing? Really? It's kinda crazy. That's kinda crazy. It's kinda crazy. Let's capture some real data now. Come here, Tracy. Just stop. That's interesting. Wait, really? I just made it go away, just like that? So now who is still using this? Who? Yeah, that guy, I understand. That I understand. Create pool. This is to reset it, whatever reason. I mean, this is done when? Way at the end. Way at the end. Can I do this earlier? What happens if I just do it like here? Will it freak? Go away. Yeah, I know that. No, it doesn't freak out. It's fine. Does this mean that I can push this into the upload buffer too? Probably. Probably. There you go. Sometimes you have to stare at the screen for a while, but eventually you conquer that mountain. Like it's nothing. Like it is nothing. Alright. Who's next? Yeah, ray tracing. Ray tracing, uploading these tables. That I might leave be. I'm probably gonna leave that be for now. Oh, this thing too. This thing too, but this is already running the frame. Okay. Okay. Yeah, memory is invalid something. Memory. Oh, I guess all memory now is gone. It's a bit late to do that, huh? Yeah, I should do this once it's all gone. Yeah, once this thing finishes uploading and it waits, really need this. Release. Staging buffers. All the assets have been uploaded to the GPU. Right here. Probably these. Maybe fonts too. No, I don't need all that stuff. I just need to say probably need this. Really? Can't do me like this. Hey, excuse me. Whoops. Probably fine to do it here. Although the fonts might still be doing stuff. The rip. I'll be right back, water. Okay. I think I was doing this. I think I'm making this change a year ago. All right, let's see. It's gonna be the font, right? Yeah. Yeah, of course the font. But now I know what to do. All right, how about shutdown now? Good, everything Gucci. Would I personally choose Vulkan OpenGL? I'll show you why. I'll show you exact. What is this? Oh, the fonts. Freaking fonts. fine. I'll roll it back to change. Here's why. There's something OpenGL cannot do. Oh, I'm still reheating this. All right. Looks like I broke resizing. I'll just close this and restart. Sure. Probably fine. So resizing doesn't work right now. The thing is, ray tracing is not support OpenGL, so you cannot have perfect mirrors in OpenGL, including like flow, slight throw reflections of the walls, including if you're here. You can even see a reflection of robots occasionally. Maybe not. Definitely see him probably here somewhere. Yeah. You can see the robot. Just that bit. Like without ray tracing, doing this reflection would be giant pain. A giant pain. Also, you can do some neat ray tracing effects once you have that. For example, like that. This is like a partial transparency and occlusion thing going on. But also Vulkan is just also vaster, so you can do like a lot of wild stuff. Like here's my stress test, otherwise known as main menu. Well, the game just plays itself. This is how I test so that the game doesn't crash for you. Things are stable, there's no frame spikes. And by the way, this is debug build. In 4K. Running at... Let me unlock a frame rate. That's not gonna fly. Whatever. No, I don't think you can do... I don't think OpenGL works with OpenGL, period. Let me ask the all-knowing, just to prove it out. Is there any way to do hardware ray tracing in OpenGL? Today, if I'm doing some minor stuff. Yeah, there's nothing official, so good luck. You get nothing. OpenGL cannot do ray tracing. Not hardware anyway. You might have to, yeah, I suppose what you could do, you probably have to implement it manually yourself. You could probably do that in the compute shader in OpenGL, yeah. But that would be just purely compute shader. It wouldn't be using hardware core straight up. So you would have some issues. It's probably going to be slow as hell, which sounds right, yep. So that's why. A better question is why... Oh, yeah, I had this bug before. I've had this bug before. Anyway. Today is a brief Vulkan intermission day. Diving back into depths of graphical debugging. But yeah, it looks like you can't even do hardware for OpenGL at all. My guess is because most video drivers, video companies, they don't bother implementing OpenGL extension for ray tracing for the hardware. And without a driver support, you literally have to write your own driver for video cards to have ray tracing OpenGL. I think it's the only way that you could do it. So maybe if you go to Linux and you grab open source driver, and then from there you could do it if you want to go wild and crazy. Or you can just do DXL, Vulkan, or Metal, whatever, and get your ray tracing for free. Like, for example, here's what... Oh, it's probably not going to work, is it? Let me shelve everything right now. Stash all the changes, restart. Because actually I have two renders. One that uses ray tracing and the one doesn't. Now at this point they look way too different quality-wise. Still renders more or less, it's the same data rendering. But if ray trace I can do this like one little bounce. So everything that bounces off the world actually does like one extra bounce to see what it hits against. And it gives you like this light reflection plus kind of gives you like a little bit of color into it. For example, you can even see, let me see. Just hoping to see reflection of the object. Yeah, you can see the heart shape actually here. You can see the wall right in her. And that just gives you like a little bit of a environment reflection. So here's reflection off. Right, so now you're losing all that information. Even if you had some kind of minor reflection, you don't get that easy free. Like this is like there's almost no lighting here. But the same thing is true for ray tracing. There's no like additional lighting support. It's all purely that I add a field to it just for like one little bounce of a shader. It's like send one extra ray per pixel, per point. And just that gives you like nice, information. It's surprising amount, although I think some might be shadow bug, I wonder. One of these days I might go to this secondary ray tree render I have and then actually improve the quality, but that day is not today. But I do want to play around shadow precision. Yeah, there's something I'm doing incorrectly with this. It's supposed to look like this, I think. Yeah, this is the right look. This is closer to ray traced. Yeah. Okay, so it's a shadow bug. At least this is kind of similar. We just have a bug of shadows. Okay, that's fine. How long do you think it would take you to code a game like Dying Light if you had all the time in the world? Like Dying Light. I mean, those are AAA games. They usually implement a bunch of stuff by a ton of people. My guess is like 100 devs working on that game for like 5-6 years. So if you really mean mimic everything they do, well, make that computation. 100 devs, 5 years. It'll make a single guy for sure. But a lot of that is art as well, which requires different skill sets. So yeah. Hot Wheels. Yeah, OpenGL is definitely easier to do, and that's what I started on as well. Like initially I made my games on OpenGL. Like especially like OpenGL 2x or 3x or 1x. Dude, that's like 5 lines of code you can see triangle on your screen. Versus Vulkan, it's like 2,000 lines of code just to see a simple triangle. Well, that's what I had once. That is what I had once. Oh yeah, fun fact. I used to prototype this game in Unreal Engine 5. 2 years ago I was prototyping my game in Unreal Engine 5 before I gave it up. It was okay, but I didn't like the process. My path requires my own engine. What do you think is the easiest programming language to learn from in new code to coding? Something simple. If you're literally brand new to coding, you need to go to the easiest language you can find. Like C would be too complex. I don't even know what's an easy language nowadays. Problem is nowadays, dude, like when I started learning programming, it was like 2 seconds to start writing code because you just press a special button on boot and computer just boots like in a special computer mode. You can just start writing code right away. Like it was very simple to get started. But nowadays, like even if you pick an easy language like Python or whatever you want, the problem is you need to be an expert to set it up, just to set up your development environment. So honestly, nowadays, if I've never tried it, but I think something like this would probably be easiest to get started. Like small basic. Because it allows you to write very simple language like basic, and you can still do plenty of games. Maybe you can just do it online. Yeah, like run. What is your name? Prints it right back. So something like this. Because I think this one even gives you like all the tooltips right away. And you can have it on your machine. You can do some visual stuff as well. Something like that is nice. Because whatever makes you just skip all the usual setup crap and whatever, you can just do this. Desktop. I guess a bunch of weird lookups. We can do like triple, quadruple. Boom, something like that. Maybe in stuff like that it might be even easier. Yeah, because this allows you to still write something that looks like actual programming language without doing like visual noting or whatever. It doesn't teach you much. But this one's much good, especially because this one actually has tutorials to get through. It's PDF files, no less. It just shows you how to download, set it up. Like, see, this is what I like about this. It gives you like guides like the just the basic setup. It doesn't take much long just to run it, and then you can just here's a print it to the console. And just knowing this, you can actually just build like a text adventure game. Where the game tells you you're on this world, you see left to right, which way direction do you want to go, you say you want to go left. And then game reacts to that and so on. So boom. Doesn't take much. It does a bunch of stuff after that, but it's whatever you want. So yeah. I would honestly recommend this if you're literally completely new to coding. Something just simple to get you through for like at least a month or two. And then you can think about doing something more complex if you really want. What specific game I just start game development? Not really. I grew up in a very poor country, so the computer access was like really old ass computer. It was like this is where I'm using a 64-bit machine. I had something that was like an 8-bit machine. It was extremely old. So none of the games there was all that interesting, to be honest. I mean, they were kind of cute, but just some old, really old machines. Any kind of games. Really, for me, it was just like the power to create things. So games wasn't really inspiration. For this particular thing, this is inspired by Diablo. That part is true. So I'm making my own version of Diablo. But I was coding well before I was so Diablo. Even Diablo 1. We get brunette. Apply to which item? To hair? Sure, let's do it hair. Need to fix laser being weird, but one thing at a time. Anyway, back to complicated Vulkan stuff. Restore. Okay, before I go far, I need to fix resizing window. Something there was being weird. Something there was being weird. I'm gonna need this. No, not this. Yes, that. Bring it up. But generally, it's just a part because everything you can see on the screen, like every pixel, I know where the pixel comes from and how it was made. And if I need to make it different, I can. Man, even his hair looks pretty good here. Wait, are you serious? Why does his hair look so stable and good? I'm confused. This is part is what? This is loading images on start using the upload buffer. I gotta go back. I need to compare this. No, actually, I need to. I changed one very low level systems the last few days. And now some stuff just looks... Why does it look so much better? This looks so buggy. It used to look way buggy, I remember. Hold up, I need to capture this. What is it? I did not expect to have that improvement from this. Alright, hold on. Recording. Why? Why is it so stable? I don't understand. Okay, I got that. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, so... No problem, man. Dude, nowadays you can make games just about anything. There's a ton of free online tutorials, but really the thing is about game development is that you have to learn everything by yourself, essentially. The most that you can get of other people... Yeah, I'm gonna keep this window up. Something go back in time. One of the tools you need the ability to save your progress. So I'm going back in time 4 days back to the game was 4 days ago, which was using a different system. So let's build that. And I will compare the hair animation. Why does it look so much better here? Oh, I gotta see this. Yeah, the thing is about other game developer opinions, they don't actually mean a whole lot, to be honest. A lot of them are wrong. And you won't be able to tell which ones are right, which ones are wrong until you get a lot of experience on your own. So right now the primary thing, just find some easy way to get into it. What is the easiest way to get into just coding of some kind? No, I guess it looks the same here too. Yeah, this is I remember when those like flickers really fast. Am I just not doing something right to get that to flicker like that? Yeah, it just kind of wildly flickers, where here it seems more stable. I don't understand why that would be happening, but okay. Well, sometimes it's fine. Huh. Alright, back to today. From 4 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I cannot max the screen right now as the game will just crash. But well, let's go hunt some webbits. Yeah, okay, she does that. Is it related to robots somehow? Okay, so it looks the same. Fine. Oh, maybe it has something to do with direction of a movement. Like when it follows you, it's stable. But when it's against the flow, huh? Interesting. And so it seems stable more often. Well, I'll take this as a victory. Now, back to the beginning. It's time to see some actual issues. Here, what's the problem? Staging buffer. GPU, I mean, sure, these. Oh, it's destroy buffer that's complaining. This is why releasing font images. But I already set it to be here, so it should be fine, but... Oh yeah, that's not what I get called. Access on 0020. What is that? Who is that 0020? Okay, fine. So when it's reloading fonts, but before that, it's got to release the images. I understand. Oh, I misspelled it. Maybe I can just assume that this is not all that necessary. Staging. Buffer should have been released after the upload. Okay. A resize test. Staging buffer was destroyed. Yet again. So loading the fonts.
OEE. EE, okay. So who is that? A bunch of nulls. I guess it's just going through initializing them now. Okay. Load fonts. It's kind of weird setup. Yeah, going to the very first font. I create the stage and buffer here. Member. Here. Technically, fonts, I don't really need to remake images for fonts, technically. Technically. I don't think resolution changes, so technically I don't need to do that. wonder if that would be difficult to do. Probably not. Reload the fonts. Dun, 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 dun. Go it here as well. Maybe I just don't do it. And a load fonts. Yeah, usually I always release the previous stuff, but maybe now is a decent time not to do that. Changing everything, but all right. Good time to go off camera. Too bright. Time to cool down. Doesn't create anything, right? No. Oh yeah, that worked. Oh yeah. Oh, it's creating again. Oh, because it was released. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is also doing it using upload buffer, which never got started. That's probably the real reason. Oh, I'm doing this anyway. No, I'm good. Oh, it gets killed twice? It's weird, but whatever. Whatever. Oof. Hello? Where are you stuck in? Where are you stuck in? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I see. I do a lot of cleanup on those. These fonts would have to go in a cons, not dynamic. Okay. I understand. I understand. Bum, 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 bum. I'm creating an image. Who dares to have done that? Here clear is out, which has images or whatnot. Oh. Do that. Okay, I understand. I understand. I mean, really, what I really need is... I mean, this is fine. Size is okay. I think I have more to do with this one not being recording state. Yeah. Do I actually do that? I don't think I do. I didn't like this. Oh, maybe I need to reset that pool. Oh, I probably need to. Set command pool. Yeah. Hey, no errors. Hell yes. Go. And shut down. Yeah, that's not always true. I'm assuming memory is gone, right, by this point? Oh, let me know validation layers. Is all good or not? Yes. Then simple close right away. Okay. Text fonts for window resizing. Yes, so that all the time actually goes into uploading the thing. The actual mesh is super easy. Maybe I need to drill it down a bit more. So curious. So curious. I mean, all this stuff should be super easy though. I don't understand. Why any of that will be slow. I mean, maybe this. Create buffer 12 milliseconds? Wow. Are you serious? Oh, Jesus. Holy Jesus. Yeah, it's on the bind buffer, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Gotta find out what's actually slow there. Oh crap. Okay, so that part is fast. Then whatever time is spending on doing a bunch of other stuff. And the bind buffer. Add buffer block that's slow. Yeah, okay. Now we're getting somewhere interesting. So that first allocation somewhere, that makes sense. Allocating a bunch of memory and GPU, that would be slow. Okay, I understand. I certainly understand. And after that, he just reuses that, so it's good. Okay, I get it. Still, it's a harsh penalty. Oh my god. That is harsh, but makes sense. It rarely happens otherwise. Guess this is for image somewhere. Okay. I understand. I understand. This was just profiling. So, who's still using this? Shader binder in tables, fine. Anybody else? And yeah, and all this stuff. Okay, it's almost nothing. That is almost nothing. In fact, the first call. Why should I get rid of it? Wait, this only happens by the time I draw a frame, so I can move it off. I can definitely move this off. The issue is... it's way after... Doesn't need to wait enough thread to be completed. What? Right. So now we just sit here. I'm gonna let this one slide for now. I'm just down just 2 invocations of this. Oh look, could I do this first? Before the frame? No, maybe not. Let's have multiple of these. Yeah. So it'd be 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. I understand. I wonder, is that a key? Is that a compute half? Probably. Yeah, okay. I could maybe do it. Maybe. Yeah, I might as well build that here. But right, get this. What do you need? Oh my. Oh my. I got you this. But the rest, that's gonna be a bit wild. Build params this. Hmm. Let's scan the pass. Oh, a lot of stuff is pretty specific. Flame index. Hmm. I think a lot of stuff I don't need. Which sadly means it's on this guy. Oh, 504. Pretty sure I don't need these. I think. Yeah. Why? That's interesting. The world. I don't think I need to. Actually, I guess. I mean, this might not even be loaded yet, to be honest. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Fixing it up. There's a lot of files open, huh? Wait, it's fast. Why I don't believe you.
This worked. Yeah, that's actually impressive. It just worked just like that. There you go. What'd you do? Oh, history upload this. Not bad. Why do I do that, by the way? Seems kind of odd to re-upload those things, but okay. Okay. Which means that these can just be removed. Use for this. I'll actually create it on the fly. Mm-hmm. Bye-bye. Happy buffer blocking. Oh. Except nobody's using this anymore, right? Actually, sometimes there. What's up, Strike? Usually stream with camera on, but it's getting too late in the day for me, so chilling down with some minor cleanup. Minor cleanup. To deprecate. Done. I've been meaning to deprecate this for quite a while. So deprecation in progress. Doing some low-level Vulkan code right now. I was gonna get to async loading of textures, because right now I'm blocking the game on start before the textures are loaded, but I'm probably not gonna get to this. Not today. But there was some much needed refactoring. Well, it should load a little bit, tiny bit faster. Create particle buffer. Particle buffer. Do I not call this anywhere anymore? GPU shader storage. Huh. I mean, at the very least, copy buffer blocking. Yeah, I don't know. What is this used for? If nobody uses this, then it just gets GPU shader storage. What did I have this crap for? It's not used anywhere now. Huh. Well then you're just getting deleted. You just get yeeted. I don't need you. GPU particle storage, right? It was shader storage.
I do enjoy deleting code when I no longer need it. And everything still works, right? Let's see if everything still works. Sure seems like it's working. Well, the guy does some wonky stuff with his hands. Okay. Okay. Right now, it's definitely time to submit changes. Whatever's going on. Removed all uses of single time GPU operations. Okay. Okay. Now, technically, after 3 hours of streaming, I could actually get into async texture loading for render. Because right now I'm having to wait for all the assets to be finished loading for 2.5 seconds before I get into the gaming world. Oh, look, here, so I could at least load prefabs while this stuff is going, technically. Actually, this could be sped up a lot. Ideally. I already do this. But it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. Interesting indeed. Interesting indeed. So, loading prefab, fine. Visual Studio, hello. Thank you. Reloading tables. Oh, this is what does it. The thing is, I don't think I need this for prefabs. I don't think I do. This will probably help it. Yeah. So now prefab is gone. Pretty much. And then the first frame begins. How low? That first frame, it's doing something. What are you creating entities for? Interesting. First couple of frames doing something. What is triggering this update? Because that makes the first couple of frames run a little slow. Okay, the first update doesn't even trigger the frame, which is fine, but this frame, yeah, because that frame is fine, but this first frame, I wonder what this is. Let's test that. So this is while updating. Something escaped my clutches. I wonder what it was. So who were you? Opponents. Oh. Ooh. I would need to pull this out into a prefab, don't I? Don't I? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Makes sense. Well, isn't this already done? Isn't this already done? Oh, prefab comes with... No, it doesn't. Oh, I just didn't take care of this thing. Huh. Something I didn't have. Okay, fine. Okay. Makes total sense. Yeah. Means first time this gets run over. Okay. Yep. Here to do it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That might come up in a few places. Makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, those are abilities, which fine, I'll accept for now. But this... A few other places to do the same thing, create prefab ahead of time. That way there is no weird starter afterwards. Anything else that's gonna get hit? Must be a prefab. Oh. Okay. Like that. Nice. This initial thing is probably computing a bunch of stuff, which is fine. So first frame or second frame. Still slightly heavy. It's probably on change notifications triggering off, but that's fine. At least not doing anything that I didn't want it to do. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, no, it makes sense. All right. Might be it for the day. Time to train early for the day, so plenty managed for tomorrow. I think tomorrow I think I will take on Vulkan Async texture loading so the game starts faster. Right now 4 seconds is okay, but 2 seconds would be amazing. I do want to know what's... There's a bunch of prefab optimizations, right? Yeah. Oh, Jack calls Tracy already. Oh. I just want to see what spikes this. Maybe. Okay, ignore all that. Now, let's see this spike. Up. Now, which spike was this? Was it this spike? Or was it this spike? It's been this spike. Up to 14 milliseconds. Yeah, that's what I saw. I'm gonna go and guess it's probably creating physical objects in physics. Right? But I might do this tomorrow. Yeah, let's move on. Alright, see you tomorrow. GG's, thanks for watching.